Hello, can you hear me now? Let me call you back. Can you hear me now? Is that better? How about if I turn off my headset? How about now? Let me move to a different room. Conflict management between neurodivergents and neurotypicals often feels like that old cell phone commercial, searching for a clear signal so we can both understand what the other is communicating. Good. Navigating conflict while neurodivergent introduces some unique, let's say, obstacles. Traditional conflict advice often relies on the unspoken social rules. Oh, I forgot to. There we go. And reading between the lines. Here are my social rules. And as a neurodivergent, they are blurry to me. Traditional, conflict resolution advice often backfires because it assumes a neurotypical baseline. Neurodivergent communication thrives on clarity and directness. We like things to be clear, concise, and succinct. Neurotypical conflict is often uses heavy buffering, softening statements so that the actual point gets lost, like using words like kind of and maybe, or could you think about? I just need you to say, this is what it is. Okay, I'm not going to take that personally. You are talking about that one thing. I like to prioritize directness. There we go. I'm sorry, I'm learning today. We like to prioritize directness over politeness. We want to be clear and concise and kind and have them direct, which means we avoid subtext and assumptions. That means from me, you are constantly going to hear that 4-year-old say, what do you mean by that? Could you clarify? Don't just repeat the same words. Use other words. We have whole big dictionary full of words. Use other words and I'm going to get it. Otherwise, I'll be sitting there going, no, you just said the same thing over and over and over again. Oh no. We have the masking trap that I fall into a lot. That's when I suppress natural regulatory behaviors like pacing, hand fidgeting, avoiding eye contact. The problem is you're trying to look normal. And this is especially hard on video because we're trying to look at the little camera eye and pretend like we're looking at you. Although it is a myth that if somebody is making constant eye contact, that they are telling you the truth. Because natural communication means that you look away to think. So we need to get away from the idea that if you're just making eye contact, that you're telling the truth, because that is also not true. And masking uses an immense amount of cognitive energy. So what do I do instead? I change mediums. I write it out. I get on a phone. I come up with, send you a video. A girlfriend of mine says that I love bomb her with memes and reels that explain what I feel like in her friendship, but I don't actually come out and say, I love you. But she knows I love her because I have changed mediums and I'm sending the information out, even if it isn't the same way that a neurotypical might. We also have delayed processing speed. That means you can tell me now, I might hear it 2 days from now and go, oh, wait, that's what they meant. Oh, goodness, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. So, idea here is if you have fast-paced, high-emotion arguments, they can often be misinterpreted by the neurodiverse because we're spending so much energy trying to figure out what does those facial movements mean. You did this with your arms. Were you just excited or were you frantic or upset? I'm not sure. You have to sit with it for a little while. So we avoid some of that by writing it out and making sure we change mediums. I also try to stay away from our rejection sensitivity dysphoria, which is somebody getting frustrated with me because they're neurotypical and they're just like, whatever, and they walk away. Well, that feels like a personal attack on me because you don't care enough to sit down and try to communicate in the way that I understand. Your expectation is that I need to change everything about me and how I communicate so that it's convenient to you. And that doesn't often work. However, with another neurodivergent, I can go, hey there, how are you? Whatever things with the thing and the thing. And I forgot over there. And they'll go, oh, where's your blue hat? I'll go get it for you. Don't know why that works, but somehow all those off crutch counters sit in there and work for us. So we do try to keep it constructive by watching our tone and making sure we don't misinterpret our delivery. We try to focus on the problem and not the person. I'm not talking about you if I have a comment about your issue. I'm commenting about the issue. If I say something about you, like say, Katie, I hate the way you nod. It's irritating. Then I am saying something directly to Katie. But if I see Katie nodding and I go, Katie, I do not know if you are nodding at me in agreement, or Katie, if you're nodding at me for some other reason, can you explain? I'm not attacking Katie. I am asking for clarification. Lastly, usually if there's conflict, there's an unspoken need. What is that need? Find out what people's need is. Is it to save money in this budget? Is it to get out of here so they can get back to whatever they're working on? Find out what that need, state that need plainly, and you can move on pretty quickly. My best tools, reframe, redirect, and reset. So those 3 R's, write them down because you need them. I use them with kids and dogs and sometimes adults who are like kids and dogs. So to come back to the end here, I'm trying to call you. I'm trying to share my information with you. And if I ever have a hard time understanding how to communicate with a neurodivergent, hit me up. I'm happy to help. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.